Hi guys, this is me. So this is my second video for the evening. Sorry for all the terrible background, but I did say that I would do a video to explain Cetrotide. So this is the injection I'm currently doing at the moment for my frozen transfer. If you have followed me, you'll know that I've previously done buserelin, and on my fresh cycle right at the very beginning, which would have been around December 2016, I did use Cetrotide alongside my Gonal F with an attempt to have a fresh cycle. So Cetrotide has been used as a shorter protocol. Previously on frozen cycles I've had with buserelin. Buserelin I've been on for quite a long time. Cetrotide I've been on for not even a week yet, and we've got our scan tomorrow. Today's Sunday, and we are hoping that I'll be told I'll be on Cetrotide maybe for the rest of the week, maybe cutting short in the middle of this week, ready for a transfer at the end of this week, if not beginning next week. So I'm on a lot shorter term, I think. I mean, when I went to the pharmacy and I had to pay for my medication, I did only get 10 of these, and I think I'm about halfway through now. So I'm not expecting to be on this too much longer. Where buserelin, I've got batches of it still in our spare room. So the reason I wanted to do this video is because Cetrotide is a bit more complicated to do. I have tried to look up videos previously to help Jake and I when we tried to do injections at the beginning. And there's not been many for the UK based medication. I can't remember off the top of my head, but there's been lots and lots of videos for American medication, and I know it's slightly different. So I want to reach out to people in the UK who might be looking for a little bit of guidance or support along the way. I know I've been seeking a lot of support, especially for this cycle, because I've got myself psyched up that I've got to be positive on this one. There's a lot of Facebook groups out there. I'm currently in a Facebook group for IVF support for January cycles, so people going through it at the same time as me. I'm also on a Facebook group for just UK based IVF cycles, and YouTube is still my #1 go-to, which I've done since before doing IVF, just so I could be a bit more informed of knowing what Jake and I would be going through on our cycles. So anyway, going back to what we're doing, this is Cetrotide. So there, I don't know if it's going to film back to front, probably will. There is the box. And inside you get one of these per batch. You get, as you can see, you've got the powder, you've got the syringe with the fluid, you've got your wipes, your swabs, and your injections. Now, I will warn you, and I'm not going to lie, this is more painful than having buserelin or Gonal F. It will sting. It probably will give you a bit of an itch on your stomach for about an hour after you've injected. You do get a lot of dry mouth. You do. I'm very hormonal, and I'm very tearful at the moment, which I'm not normally a tearful person. But I have to tell you the truth. For my frozen cycles, and obviously previously when I have been on buserelin, I'm not going to knock it, I have been pregnant before. I feel much better and much more positive on this, even with having the headaches and the bit of I would say this shocks your system more. Something inside, I don't feel as heavy around my stomach area. So I would have to say that I'm definitely, I feel, and obviously we will find out tomorrow during the scans if it's working, but I feel a lot better on Cetrotide. So I'm just going to pull the bits out and show you individually. So here we have the Cetrotide itself. So I'm going to try, and you can see, I'm trying to get it to focus. It's powder. It is literally looks like washing powder, or yeah, I can't quite get that to focus. But so we have that. We have the water for the injection. So we will be mixing. we have two needles. So we have a yellow needle and we have a grey one. The yellow one is to do the mixing and the grey one is to do the injecting. And you've also got two swabs. You only actually, I use one if I remember to do it, but I know when I've been taught, which I'll do it properly how I've been taught in hospital, you do need the two swabs. So firstly, I'm going to get my Cetrotide and I'm going to open up my yellow needle. They're just snap tops. So there we go. There's my water. This has a lid here at the end, so if I put that down, there we go. Put that down in plastic and attach the needle, twist it, and then it locks. So there we go. That is prepped and ready. Back to the Cetrotide. This is a snap cap, so you just literally snap it. That will, and you've also got a rubber cap. First swab. So this is the one I don't do, which, because it's got the snap cap, I don't know, people might tell me off watching this and say you should be doing it, but you just wipe the alcohol wipe over the snap cap. But I do think it's sterilised, it's not being cross-contaminated because it's been sealed in a cap. So here, as you can see, that is definitely not the injection that you would inject yourself with. But saying that, if anyone's been following me, they will know this story. When I did my buserelin for my trigger on my fresh cycle that was going to be fresh but got changed to frozen halfway through, they gave me buserelin, and because it was a very last minute decision and you normally get all your medication before, they gave me lots of these needles and none of the self-injecting ones. So when I come to do my trigger, that's what I had to use to inject, and it's a lot thicker. I'll show you afterwards. It's a lot thicker than a normal needle. So here we go. You inject the plastic cap and you push the water in. Now I like to just push the water in and start swirling. I don't want to shake it, because if you start shaking you will get air bubbles, and you need to hold the top of your syringe down because the pressure of the liquid will push the syringe up and start filling, and at the moment you're still mixing. So as you can see, we're nearly mixed. Let's hold it this way. Yeah, and it's gone back to a clear fluid. So now I'm going to tilt the bottle this way, and there actually is a gap in the rubber cap. You won't be able to see this on the camera, but I am literally pulling the needle almost as if it's going to come out of the rubber cap, and then I'm going to let it start filling up, and it's actually doing it on its own. As you can see, it's dropping on its own. I can tug it a bit more to help guide it. And I've just got to be a little bit careful. There we go. And as you see, bottle is empty. Replace the cap with the needle. So that one is now done. So we have the grey cap. As I told you, this is the one you're going to be injecting with. You snap the top off and you twist and lock. And now that is a fully prepped, ready to go Cetrotide injection. So I'm going to sort of try and balance. I'm going to see if this will work. I'm moving it down. I'm going to have to go on my tiptoes for this, so you can see. So I did this side yesterday, so I am alternating. Right, apologies for that. So this will be part 2 of the video. So here we go. I'm going to get on my tiptoes for you guys. So this is the alcohol swab. Just going to wipe my stomach. Injection. Take the cap off. As you can see, we've got the needle. And I am literally going to pinch my 10 inches and bust down this side. Sharp scratch, in it goes. You can't feel it going in. You feel a little bit of cold. So I've pushed it all in now. I'm going to hold it for a second. Cetrotide has a habit of, when you pull the injection out, that it starts spitting some of the fluid out the hole. So I have read and seen on YouTube videos, they say to keep the needle in for a few seconds and then just release. And there we go. All done. And it didn't bleed. Can you believe it? That's a first. Oh, well, right, let's put this away then. So that is that. So that is how you do a Cetrotide injection. As I said before, the difference between the needles I am going to show you. So I might have to... So that is the one I've just injected with. Oh. It's not going to come off. It's not coming off. I think I've locked it. Normally they would come off because I normally pull them off. No, it's not working, guys. It's typical. But I don't know if I keep... I don't know if you can see. But the yellow one goes to the top of the cap. The grey one goes to there. So that one's there, that one is there. So that's it, guys. That's how to do Cetrotide. Sorry I've had to do it in part 1 and part 2. I don't know what's going on with my phone, as a few of you guys might have worked out already. Watching previous videos, I'm not some high-tech person that puts music on or alters. They are quite raw, my videos, but I think that's sometimes the best way. So anyway, as I said, guys, like my videos, subscribe. Let's get the message out there for UK IVF. And if anyone from the US is watching, brilliant. It's not, I'm not knocking the US or anything. It is just, obviously you guys will know, you'll be looking for people that are on similar cycles to you. Same for us over here. I just want to get a bit more of a word out there. So anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I will speak to you later. Bye.